Hello, hello. All right. It's looking pretty good. Oh, 3 likes. Likes make me happy. If you guys could let me know if you're hearing me all right, that would be dope. Looks like we may have a Chasing Pavement in here. Maybe a Gina. Well, it's Thursday evening here in St. Louis, Missouri. And you guys know the drill. Hopefully you've joined previously. This week is a wine night for me. I was drinking this label 2 weeks ago, Smoking the Loon. I believe they're nationwide, but they're still on sale. And it's the Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. And it's my go-to label. This was on sale. I think it was only $7 for the bottle. So you can't really beat that. Ashley, what's up, girl? Good to see you here. I have a few questions that are lined up, but if you guys have more questions, you'd like me to talk about some things. I know a few people are curious about what I've been doing, like Gina mentioned there, what I've been doing while not eating like an asshole and working out. I had a few people give some interest in hearing more about that. I've kind of been keeping that whole journey on the low because I'm working on a vlog for it. So today is day 60. So this is a cause for celebration. This is halfway through unfatting yourself, as I'm probably going to be titling the vlog. So it feels good. I mean, I've made a lot of progress. I'm just at about 30 pounds down from 60 days ago. So pretty fucking wild. I am familiar with that wine label as well, and it packs a punch. I think they've got like that kind of like black and silver logo to them. I don't know how to say it, so I'm worried about pronouncing it. I'm really terrible at reading, guys, if you didn't know that. Okay, I have had the brand still. It's a different bottle than what I thought it was, though. And yeah, so that's kind of pretty wild. I mean, to be 60 days into the journey and be consistent. I've worked out every single day. For the most part, I've not eaten like an asshole. So I feel really good about the decisions I've been making. So I'm just like really great to see that time is passing as it always fucking does. So that makes things a lot easier. This one's good. I like this. Yeah, if you guys have more questions too, just keep throwing them in there. I won't get lost. I'll just scroll back and check out questions, so I won't lose it. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up the old Instagram. If for some reason you're not connected to me on Instagram right now, you're an idiot, because I post some of my best content on my Instagram stories. If you're just curious on like what levels of self-loathing I'm at on a daily basis, Instagram is the place for you to check out that content. You will not be disappointed. It is snowing in St. Louis. That was kind of a question that I received. It's going to be really fucking cold for the next like 6 days. We've got like a stretch of 4 days in a row where it's going to be close to 0 degrees, which is not fucking cool. I love snow, but I typically want it gone out of my life after a week or so. I didn't get a winter last year since we were in the desert. So I'm just trying to enjoy it, you know, like full on winter vibes right now. I love that delusion of like being in a snowed in cabin with a roaring fire. Like I love the idea of that. But I feel like over the course of a couple months, it would start to get old. That's why I need multiple houses. I need multiple tiny houses in the future. I'll get to Gina, the lily pad bus. She gave me a question of to YouTube or not to YouTube when building a brand? You guys are probably familiar with Caitlin, my sister. She just texted me and she said, "How can I send you questions?" I think she's watching right now. There's a chat stream, Caitlin. Okay. You guys have seen the hiking vlogs on my new channel. You know Caitlin. I think she's watching right now. So if you have any words for her, feel free to leave that in the chat. I'll relay. She's being an old woman. So yeah, YouTube is a finicky beast. You actually have to love creating videos. There's so many people that get a van or get a bus or start the Nomad life, and they're just like, I'm going to start YouTubing, I'm going to start Instagramming, which is great. And I hope you enjoy it. But if you don't generally have a passion for actually like filming things and like documenting things, you get more comfortable with yourself over time in front of camera. But it's going to be an uphill battle, because if you don't have that passion and you're trying to push and you regularly get content out on like a weekly basis, minimally, you're gonna get burnt out. You know, I brought this up the last couple times, but like I do film tattooed on my chest. Like, video is life for me. I've been shooting film and video since I was like 15. Started on mini DV tape. You know, I've recorded on 8mm, 16mm film stock. So like, I really love what I'm doing. So YouTube becomes really easy, because if it's multiple of my passions, like I want to live as like a fully sustainable lifestyle while just bringing content to people online. And I've always had a camera in my hand. So it's kind of like just been a good situation. Gina, if you want me to elaborate on that, let me know. So a spin-off question to that is, Lox asked, why do I have 2 Instagram accounts? Is it important to have an Instagram for your bus stuff or your business stuff and then a personal one? It depends on the situation. So like most brands, if you're selling a product or something, you want to have a distinguished separate page for, obviously. It depends how open, authentic you want to be with your journey. I easily could have just one Instagram account because I don't give many fucks. So like, I currently am shifting my Discovering Hieronymus content from my individual personal Instagram page. Like, if you guys want full on ridiculous Cole, this is linked in the description. You follow Hippopotamus Cole. On Instagram, I'm starting to pivot Discovering Hieronymus more to like tiny living, camping, hiking in the outdoors, trying to keep that content a little bit more specific to stories over there. Just so if I do decide to do some brand content ahead, you know, maybe they'll get a better idea of how my page feels overall. Let's see. This is me trying to read at the same time of keeping up the live stream. Yep, we swear here. Feel free, drop some fucks down in the comment. Everyone go wild right now. Feel free, just say fuck a duck, fuck fucking shit, whatever you want. Just drop that in the comments right now, because that's what we're here for. I did miss a question from Ashley here. So Ashley asks, what is the best meal you've ever had and what made it the best? Girl, you talking my language right now. So I actually just had this conversation on Clubhouse. If you guys are on Clubhouse, you need to follow me. It's just Cole Hieronymus over on Clubhouse. It's my favorite app. I'm on there all the time. I log on a daily basis to do the Van Lifers Unite group at 10 a.m. Central Time. So if you guys are looking to have a little bit more Cole action in your life, Clubhouse is the place to find me. But my evening hangout group is the Traveler Chill Lounge, where there's just a whole bunch of randos, people that love to travel, international travelers. I'm one of a few people that have wheels on the ground that are just traveling the country. But this conversation came up, and all Cheval, Auchavel. It's a burger restaurant in Chicago, and it's the best $25 burger you will ever have in your entire life. And make sure to add egg and bacon to it. But I don't look at burgers the same way after having a meal there. Caitlin, I think you were there too. I don't know if you're in this chat thread yet, but you can back me up there. So that is my favorite food I've ever had. The crab cake sandwich on Smith Island during our bus life journey, that was amazing as well. And the soft shell crab over there was another immaculate experience. Yeah, I could talk about food like all fucking day. I'm not gonna lie. There is a new place. It's not a new place, but there's a place locally that I'm gonna have coming up on a vlog. I haven't done the shoot yet for it. I'll give you the inside scoop. It's called Max Local Eats, or Max's Local Eats. I can't remember what, but they do smash burgers, and smash burgers I think are more of like a Midwest thing. You know, you put the meat down on the grill, you smash it with an iron, and it cooks faster. It's just a different style burger. And they do a smash burger with 2 glazed donuts. So the burger's between glazed donuts. Something to look forward to ahead. I'm probably going to have that on the channel. Junior is not around right now. He's with Caitlin. I am over at my aunt and uncle's place, who I'm eternally grateful for. Thank you for housing me during these very awkward times of my life. Really appreciate it. This is me reading and drinking. Social. Seeing the fucks. Nice. Good work, guys and gals. Mostly gals here, actually. I appreciate the ladies stepping up here on the chat. Really appreciate it. Yeah, my last name is a catastrophe. I actually have been thinking about rebranding my new YouTube channel. Discovering Hieronymus is great. I could run with that for the rest of my life, whatever. But like, I was on a vlog shoot for the first time with like a group of new people that didn't know me. I don't want to talk much about the vlog I've got going, but they're like, what's your YouTube channel? And I was like, Discovering Hieronymus. And immediately I was like, oh shit. They're never going to be able to find this on YouTube. So I have been exploring some alternative YouTube names for the channel. I haven't decided on much. It's kind of just a back thought right now. So we'll see if I do end up changing to something else ahead. Yeah, I still think about Gold Creek Station. There's a bit of me. I don't know if I even want to say this, Locks, because you may think bad about me. But there's a bit of me that's still considering camp hosting in the Wenatchee National Forest ahead. I feel like Locks probably just screamed at her computer when I said that. But there is a little temptation to get back into the National Forest and have a completely different experience than what I had previously. I'd love to have a dog. I just don't know if it's the right time period for me to have a dog. I mean, obviously, like you guys know, like I had a dog. Now I don't. I think everyone knows how that rolled downhill. Yeah, if I get a dog, I'm gonna name him Fuck. It's gonna be hilarious. So it just, everything happens for a reason. I'm like blushing right now, and so I don't have a dog now. So it is what it is. I'd love to have a dog in the future. I just don't think I'm ready for it now, as I'm reorienting my life ahead and figuring out what's next. Hell, I may run into someone that has a dog, and then all of a sudden, I've got a dog. You never know how that type of shit works. In my travels, where was my favorite place to visit? I'm thinking about doing a vlog ahead of my favorite destinations from bus life. I feel like that would be a cool video to bring you guys. Really love the small town of Newcastle, Delaware, which you guys probably saw on Bus Life Possible if you were on that channel beforehand. I assume most of you guys were. I love the Great Sand Dunes in Colorado. It's one of my favorite destinations. I've been there twice now. The Upper Peninsula was amazing. Lake Michigan along the whole western coast of Michigan was phenomenal. So many spots, man. So many spots. Elephant Butte State Park in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. That was a fun little spot. Any place that was like free camping, boondock, like I really loved. There was just so many of them. I'm just trying to wrap my head around all the places that we went. It's a shame because we had so many great adventures that you guys probably won't see unless I decide to do some sort of feature film for Bus Life Possible in the future. I just don't know how I feel about doing that, but we literally have over a full year of adventure content sitting on a hard drive here. And it'd be really fucking dope to get that content out at some point. But, you know, I'm going to be looking back. It's going to be like Fat Coal and a completely different world and circumstance. So I don't know if I really want to go back and look at all that footage and do all that shit. So we'll see how that works out. Getting lost in here. Let's see here. Yeah. I wasn't required to spell my last name until like 5th grade by my teachers. Hieronymus. Sucks. What can I say? The campground was just a very interesting place to work. So it's off grid, 50 minutes outside of cellular signal. Pretty crazy. Andre, the next vlog coming out is a hike in Illinois, technically. Katie and I go up to Alton, Illinois, and hike Pere Marquette. So we will be having a vlog very shortly ahead in Illinois. New beginnings. I know. It's wonderful. Life is just a joy. So many new opportunities to begin again and mess up your life all over again. I'm so excited. I'm just kidding. I'm actually really excited for what's ahead. So I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to see if I can dig up the other question that I received from and respond to my sister since she's disabled technology-wise. Let's just do this. See if we can get Caitlin on the phone.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you see my comment that's in the chat? I figured it out.
Oh, you actually commented in the chat, did you?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it worked.
I don't see it on the chat stream. What's your question? I've got you on the phone right now, live currently.
Okay, my question is, what is the scariest situation you ran into on the road?
Okay, the question is, what's the scariest situation you ran into on the road? It's a great question. Do you have any other backup questions too?
No, not at the moment.
Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi. Hi, everyone.
You're going to be in the next vlog coming up.
Oh, everyone's prepared themselves. It's going to be super exciting.
It's going to be great. Well, thanks for calling in. It's really great to have you on the show. Looking forward to speaking to you in the future. So, you keep watching that live stream. I'll answer your question here.
All right, excellent.
All right. Take care, Tiger.
Bye.
So I've been thinking about getting some people in on the lives, but we'll see. So the scariest situation that there's like a few situations, but I'd say, so I had to de-escalate 2 firearm situations as a camp host in the Wenatchee National Forest. And we were 50 minutes outside of cellular coverage. So there's no like calling the cavalry in order to help you. I got lucky in one of the situations where a guy from Forest Services was there. So he was able to give me some backup, but like, honestly, Forest Services is kind of fucking useless. They can ticket you, but like they give out like $20 tickets. And, the nice thing about Forest Services is that they have radios that can get in touch with actual fucking law enforcement. And to have that in the middle of nowhere during a situation where you're dealing with drunken campers is a gift from the universe at that moment in time. So, anyways, long story short, guy was super drunk. Wasn't having it for me. I couldn't talk him off the cliff, couldn't talk him off the drunk cliff, as I like to say. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm sorry this is going to work out this way, but you guys got to leave. And went back up to the camp, my host site, and had another camper come up and say, hey, that guy you were just talking to, he came back outside his camper and he's racking his pistol back and forth right now. And I know exactly what a pistol sounds like because I'm a law enforcement officer with King County in Washington State. He's like, so I just want to let you know that there is a firearm involved. I don't know what's going on, but I thought I'd give you that information. So now I'm getting paid $13.50 an hour to deal with a drunk guy with a fucking pistol who wants to shoot me in the head. So that's that situation. He did end up leaving. Law enforcement did get called. They never made it up to the scene. That was an hour and 20 minutes. And so, yeah, that was cool. And then the other situation that involved firearms was, I'm just sitting in front of my bus, enjoying myself as a camp host in the Wenatchee National Forest. And then all of a sudden, from 150 feet away from me, there's semi-automatic gunfire. Someone's fucking firing like an AK-47 or AR-15 or something or another. And it's really close to the campground. And you can't fire a weapon within 150 yards of a campground. It's not legal, at least in that particular national forest. And this was really close. Like, I got up out of my seat just to see if I could see them because, like, it was so loud. And I had one camper say, hey, is that even legal? And I'm like, well, actually, it's not. So I guess I'll have a conversation with them if I hear it again. And sure enough, heard semi-automatic gunfire again. So here I am on my fucking little golf cart, just rolling up with nothing but my fucking hat here as a sign of authority. And there's a group of like 25 people who are just dry camping. And I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm your neighborhood camp host, just located over yonder about 150 feet. You can see my bus from here. And I was like, who would like to talk to me? And I finally had one guy come over and I was like, listen, I'm not law enforcement. I don't really give a shit what you're doing, but I can tell you, you guys aren't going to be firing that semi-automatic weapon again, or I'm going to be forced to call the police because it's not legal where you guys are at. So if you wouldn't mind just moving the show down the Forest Service Road, a half mile, a mile, 2 miles, anything where I don't give a shit about, that would be dandy. And sure enough, I never ended up hearing the gunfire again. So that's how you de-escalate two gun situations when you don't have a firearm to respond to in the middle of fucking nowhere. So that's probably the scariest. It wasn't scary. I mean, like, I just don't have a problem talking with people, even if they're really pissed off. Like, I kind of know when you're about to knock over the edge or not. I mean, I've pissed off enough people in my life to know when you're really diving into Schitt's Creek or not. So that's kind of a gifted skill. I've actually thought about going into hostage negotiation or crisis negotiation stuff previously. I feel like that would be a really good fallback career if YouTube really falls out on me here, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, and then Lox brings up our brake line went out on Chinook Pass, and you guys didn't see that story. We didn't get to that in the vlog, but we one weekend we decided to go into Evenclaw. I can never say it, and every person in Washington State gets pissed off at me because I don't know how to fucking say it. But you have to drop to the other side of Chinook Pass, and I think it's the second highest pass in the state of Washington. And we'd been having some brake issues, like our parking brake light was coming on and going off. We were losing some brake fluid. If you guys are losing brake fluid, that is not a good thing. You shouldn't be losing brake fluid. So if you have to top off like half a can of brake fluid, like within a week, you got a big fucking problem going on. And I don't know if we necessarily knew that factoid in the moment, but we ended up taking that mountain pass, and the brakes were taking a beating right out off the bat. I mean, we dropped in, you could see Mount Rainier. It was beautiful as shit, and there's 3 huge switchbacks right off the side of the mountain when you come off the top of it. And I'm like digging into brakes, and I'm like, this shit's not stopping. Like, kind of scary not stopping. I was like, I got to pull off. Like, I know when the brakes are taking a beating. And it was called Deadwood Creek. And I was like, great, this is a good sign. And I had to fucking put on our emergency brake in order to be able to stop fully on the side of the mountain. So, like, I'm engaged fully with the brakes, and I'm like, well, those aren't working. So let me just ease on the parking brake. And that's how I was able to stop. So ended up taking a nervous poop, looking at Mount Rainier in the bus, and smoked a cigarette, got back inside, and dropped the bus down into second gear, and was just like, fuck it. Let's just take it like 10, 15 miles an hour in second gear. And we got down safely, and we didn't know it at the time, but our brake line had fully ruptured. So we only had front brakes. And I think your front brakes are the majority of your stopping power, but we did not have any back brakes. So if I would have known we didn't have any back brakes, I probably wouldn't have done what I've done when I did, but we made it down fine. Even had to drive another 17 miles with only front brakes in order to get to the repair shop that ended up taking care of things. So that was pretty scary as well. So those were 2 really long stories. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed them. It seemed like you did. I got to backtrack through these comments here real quick. I love the chatter we got going on right now. Yeah, I mean, people get drunk at campgrounds. I had another guy like, oh, God, this is at another place, another time, I would have knocked this guy the fuck out. But I had a guy literally give me the mid-chest push at the campground. And that's the closest I've ever been to just fucking knocking a guy out in my life. And he was beyond wasted. But campgrounds get rowdy. People think they can just, it's not private property. Like, you've got other campers and other people. Like, if you want to get wasted with 25 of your friends during a pandemic, do it on private property. You're not allowed to do that in a campground. But man, when that guy mid-chest pushed me, there was a lot of people around. So I know when you're not going to win a fight. And like, he's got like 7 other buddies around. So it's completely pointless to just like start throwing down with a guy in that situation. Not that I'm really that guy in the first place, but boy, I was so close to just fucking knocking that guy out. The golf cart was just ease of getting around the campground. I don't know what's going on with the emojis. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a really terribly slow reader. I'm over here like, in the beginning. Yep, this is my life. It's fucking horrifying. Let me tell you. I'll take all the problems of the road over the problems of like house life. I'm just not much into it right now. Like I'm going to love to have a tiny house in the future, but you know, I'm 30, I'm single, looking to get back on the road, get into some wild shit ahead. Wenatchee. I fucking know. I'm from the Midwest. I don't know what to say, you know? And plus, I can't read anything in the first place. Love it. Yeah, dealing with drunk people is really difficult. You guys have to deal with this drunk person right now. So you guys know how difficult it is. Yeah, that's kind of what camp hosting is are we throwing hands or are we cool? Like that's the majority of the situations that you come into. Will I visit Florida? Oh my God. I'd love to visit Florida. I've got a lot of friends in Florida currently. I'd love to make it down to Florida. I'm not anywhere close to Florida though. That's the only fucking problem we have. I'd love to make it down there. So we'll see. I don't have immediate plans to go down there, but like if an opportunity came up and I was like, wow, that's incredible. You may find me down in Florida soon. So I don't want to rule it out. I'd love to be down there. Regretless, she's down in Florida right now, posting all types of cool shit. I'm like, why haven't I been to Florida? I've been to Florida. I just, not during like bus life and shit. So my good buddy, Richard Tilford, Little House on the Highway. Also, Go Rich Go. That's his new channel on Instagram, his new page on Instagram. Go Rich Go. He's in Florida. Ashley, my girl. Gulf Coast is the bee's knees. I love the Gulf Coast. It was the first big body of water I even saw. In the 7th grade, it was we went down the Gulf Shores. It was the first time I'd seen a large body of water. Yeah, I love the Gulf. I hope to get down there sooner than later. I can help you build a bus. We should talk details about that. You guys know how handy and not handy I am by now. So it's a love-hate world, but shit, I've been through it. So I've got some knowledge. Oh, we got another question coming through from Caitlin right now. Caitlin is now asking, what place did you dislike the most? This is a good question. A lot of people ask what you like the most. They hardly ever don't ask what you disliked the most. Oh my God. So Sierra Vista, Arizona can go fuck themselves. That was the worst town that we visited during bus life. It was the town that we got our first knock on the door when we were overnighting at Walmart. There was no signs for no overnight parking there either. Every single person had a stick up their ass. And it's not every single person. I should say every white person had a stick up their ass there. And I don't want to get into this, but it was a military town. It did have a base there. Like when a bus pulls into a town that's literally built around a military base, they kind of teach you not to live in a bus. So you can't expect the welcoming committee to come out of the woodworks for you. But Sierra Vista was a little bit of a disappointment overall. So that would probably be the place I disliked the most. Guys, I got to catch up on drinking right now. 2 questions. Drop those in. I'm going to drink some wine for a second. There's 10 people watching right now and only 8 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. Likes make me happy. Comments make me happy. And you guys being here makes me happy. So thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, Ashley, why do you keep talking about food, girl? Fucking love hot dogs. Love hot dogs. Katie, if you're watching this, whatever that hot dog joint that was by Ken's place in Chicago, text me that. I can't remember the name of the place. Yeah, I haven't eaten either right now. My aunt is making a white bean chili. That reminds me, I got to talk about the unfatting myself stuff. I don't know what's going on with that comment. I'm getting so lost right now. You guys are just going off the wall right now in the comments, and I really love it. I don't know what's going on. Is a hot dog a sandwich? It's not a sandwich, Ashley. Okay. I don't want to be that person, but it's not a sandwich. Okay. I've had this argument with previous coworkers before. It's not a sandwich. Hot dog's not a sandwich. It's its own thing. Okay. You don't have to label it as a sandwich. All right. It's literally a cylindrical. I don't know what that hand movement is. I'm going to get that out of here. But it's a hot dog. Okay. It's on a bun. Fried onions, sauerkraut, mustard, peppers, whatever you want on it. It's not a sandwich. I'm sorry. We haven't hit the too much wine stage. I just broke into this, honestly. I'll let you guys know when we're at the wine stage. That's the scary part. This isn't the wine yet. That's what's terrifying. This is just normal, which is a bummer. Bigfoot story. The only Bigfoot story I have, it's kind of lame, but when we were camp hosting, we were going back to our campground after doing a run once a week, and there was a van. On the side of the van, it said Bigfoot Adventures. I was like, this is fucking cool. So I stopped them, and I was like, hey, it was during the pandemic. I was like, hey, do you mind if I talk to you? Masked up, talk to them. And I was like, I'm a camp host. I'm camp hosting in the Wenatchee right now at Bumping Lake. Bumping Lake. And they're like, Bumping Lake? They're like, that's one of the grade A spots for Bigfoot sightings in the country. And they were setting up all types of trail cams all through Locks, what was that road? It was the 401, 410, the 410, all along that mountain road that led up to the campground. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, we got to do a vlog. I was trying to set up doing a Bigfoot vlog for you guys at the time. They had to go to Oregon in order to set up some other cameras. So they had another thing going on. They said they were going to be back in 3 weeks. I reached out to them online. They never got back to me. So yeah, the 410. So it would have been a really cool vlog. Maybe I'll do a Bigfoot vlog in the future. You never know. You never know. Moss people don't exist. People do go missing in the woods, though. That's what I have to say about moss people. I'm telling you, I haven't drank much. Look at that. It's like a whole bottle. Yo, ¿cómo estás? I don't know any Spanish. I think I know you, though. I think we messaged back and forth on Instagram before. Maybe not, though. The new build. So I've got a truck now. I've got a 1996 F-250, and I'm either going to do a truck camper, or I'm thinking about doing a pull behind camper right now, like something that's smaller, like a 16, 19 foot pull behind camper. I'm considering that now. I'm kind of widening my search. I'm also, howdy, ma'am. I'm also considering getting rid of the truck and going with an RV, because to be honest, if I'd sell the truck and get an RV, I would be saving a massive amount of money. So it's just a matter of, is it too much of a downside to have my primary vehicle attached to my living quarters, or would I like to have a pull behind or a truck camper? I really don't know yet, guys. It's a matter of what comes up. There was an RV that got listed today on Facebook Marketplace. I literally almost pulled the trigger on it. I messaged them and ended up going offline really quickly. I knew it was a really good deal. And a good camper, so like I could end up going with an RV. At this point in time, like my life is so flexible. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, guys. Gonna be honest with you. That's why I like doing these live streams. You guys can get a sense of like where I'm at. But like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm hiking, I'm eating shit, I'm doing stuff that I enjoy right now. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm working out, I'm eating healthier. That's what I'm doing right now with my life. And I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel, and I'm really happy you're here. Like, that's me in a nutshell. Don't know what to say. I don't want to be building a camper from the ground up. I don't want to be doing a lot of remodeling. So obviously Jim was a really good resource with our bus build. And I know we would have made bus life happen without Jim being in our lives, but I don't really have a great place to be keeping a camper currently and doing a lot of building. I don't have a great place for that right now. I have one place, but it's way off the grid, and it wouldn't really be a good decision. No, none of us know what the fuck we're doing with our lives, for the most part. I just want to have a good time and get weird. That's about it. That's all I'm looking for right now. All right, it's drinking time since the questions have stopped for the moment. Helps if you add in the air. Really taking the flavors. It's good stuff. Smoking Loon. I drank this label 2 weeks ago. Cabernet Sauvignon Blanc. I had the Pinot Noir last 2 weeks ago. But that shit's on sale right now. $7 right now at Schnucks, local chain in St. Louis. You guys don't have to drink to enjoy this vlog. In fact, I do the drinking so you can enjoy yourselves. Because let's be honest, nobody likes a hangover. So just here for the conversation, the chatting. You can drink whatever you want. You want to drink water, tea? I love tea. Fix up some tea. Oh, Anna's over here sleeping on the live stream and then comes in with a comment here. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. So we'll see what's going on. But I appreciate you guys watching the live stream. So thanks for being here. Chasing Pavement, if you could elaborate on exactly what you mean as toke it up, I'd really appreciate it. So, Treely Living, if you DM me on Instagram, I will tell you the name of the marijuana farm that we worked on. I don't openly share the name of the marijuana farm because I don't like them that much. I don't even know if they watch any of my content anymore, but it was a love-hate experience with them. So you guys would notice on Bus Life Possible, I never shared the name of the farm. I just shared our experience. It was like that for a reason. So if you want the name of the farm that we were at, I'd be glad to give it to you, but I don't want to be sharing it on the live stream. I've got some edibles. I don't have any, well, that's a lie. I've got some edibles right now. I don't really feel like doing them currently because like in 2 hours, I'd be sleeping, hopefully. I really hope I don't get the hiccups. That would be really embarrassing. So let's just keep that train up. Oh my God. Ashley, stop it. Fucking waiting on pizza and cheesy bread. Talking about a good time right there. Hey, Treely Living. I don't know who you are, so I'm just going to call you that. There's a new opportunity for me to be working on a farm in Maine, in the Northeast, and during harvest, September, October. So that was a new thing that came up. So I may be putting my foot back in the door into the marijuana industry again ahead. I don't know, but I don't know what you got rocking either, but it sounds like you may be growing some trees as well. So just get at me. I'm not a big fan of sativa, guys. Gonna be real. I did not buy these. Sweet sativa. I'm an indica kind of guy. Indica, sativa, for those that don't know, indica couch, as I like to say. So really relaxed, gonna get sleepy, gonna feel that kind of heavy hit. Sativa is more of like, hey, I don't want to be put to sleep. I've got kids and I got to vacuum the house type vibes. So I definitely don't recommend dabbing. So I did a sativa dab that was like a 96% concentration while we were at the marijuana farm. Bad idea. Worst anxiety inducing experience I've ever had. So just keep just smoking the green, just smoke the weed. Don't have to get weird with it. That's my only marijuana advice to you guys. I can handle weed and edibles, or weed. I can handle wine and edibles. Clearly not. I'm reading these questions right now. Yeah, listen, stay away from the dabs, guys. Dabbing like the dance? Oh, I like what you did there. That's awesome. Now, dabbing's concentrates from THC. Maybe that's a joke. It's like the most crackhead you will feel while smoking weed in your entire life. That's what dabbing is. Okay, thank you. Blocks. Okay, we're at 50 minutes. I'm finally talking about it. So, unfatting yourself. This is day 60. So, I've lost right around 30 pounds in the first 60 days of the Unfatting Myself program. I've been documenting like once every 2 weeks so far. Really doing the whole journey. It was really awkward starting out. The first filming I did was on day 17. I guess that's when I felt most comfortable taking my shirt off on camera for the first time, but I'm documenting the whole journey. So I work out every day. I started at 30 crunches, sit-ups. And for over the last week, I've been doing 300 plus crunches now. I've thrown in a couple of variation ab exercises as well. This makes me seem way cooler than what I actually am right now, so I apologize. And then I do arm exercises. So I've got 8-pound weights of my ants that I use as my workout. I do a lot of variations of that shit. Jim, thanks, man. You're such a sweetheart. Really appreciate that. But yeah, every day I have not missed a day. And it takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to do my working out on a daily basis. And then I've obviously switched up my eating habits, so it was pretty commonplace for me to grab the mini donut bag at the gas station before heading out for my daily duties previously. And I don't do that anymore. The biggest thing I've changed with my eating is moderation. Like, it wouldn't have been weird for me to eat like a pound of pasta in 2 days. Like, wouldn't have been weird. So I still eat pasta. I just don't eat the amount of pasta I was eating before. There's not really a thing called seconds anymore for me. Like when seconds was like life previously. So I'm content with a decent sized portion of what is on the menu. And that's what I do, like my lovely aunt Lisa is going to be making a white bean chili. And I feel like I can almost smell it coming in all the way to the 3rd floor right now. And I'll indulge in that. I just won't overdo it. And that's the biggest key to weight loss success. Been eating a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables, carrots, celery, radishes. I dip it in shit, whether it's hummus or a ranch dip. It doesn't matter. It's vegetable. It's healthy for you. It's way better than whatever other fucking thing you're eating. Oranges, apples, bananas. Those are go-tos of mine as well. But yeah, moderation. Like, just stop fucking overeating. And if you want a snack, make it a fruit, make it a veggie, make it entertaining. You need to get hummus, you need to get salsa, you need to get ranch, whatever you want, but just keep it healthy. Yeah, and when Anna's making homemade cookies, someone's got to eat them. And I don't want Jim to be eating them. So obviously I got to eat more of those cookies. So that's just logic right there. So I'm doing good, halfway through. So I flexed on the thumbnail, so I'm not going to flex here. But I'm feeling really solid that I'm halfway to my goal. It's not that I'm going to stop at 120 days. It's just kind of what I thumbed up in my head. First it was 90 days, and I was like, you know what? If I go 120, I feel like I'm going to see a really big progress change. And I'm already seeing it. You know, my goal weight in mine, I started out at, the last time I weighed myself was 235 pounds, and I think I crept above that. And then I weighed myself this past week at my mom's with jeans on at night, and I weighed 208. And she says her scale weighs like 2 pounds heavy. This is me doing all the justifying. And it was night. So I'm really close to a full 30 pounds off, if not at 30 pounds for sure. So I'd like to take off another 15 to 20 pounds within the next 60 days. And then I'm going to be cut as fuck. And I'm really excited for that vlog ahead. Self-control is like really hard to figure out. So, you know, for me, I had a major life event happen. So obviously a breakup will do that shit to you. So my advice that I give to people that don't have something to really additionally motivate them is to start to find joy in the suffering. You know, working out is really hard. It's painful. It's not like this fun thing. But like every time you're feeling pain while you're working out, it's because you're getting closer to where you want to be. So that's how I like try to look at things now when I'm working out. Like I just stop tons of times. I let up like Serena Williams, like, you know, agony scream. And it's not enjoyable time, but you're getting so much closer to where you'd like to see yourself, where you hope your body would be. I lost 75 pounds like 5 years ago. My highest weight I was at was 265. It's really difficult to even like talk about it, but I dropped down to 190 after that, and I didn't work out a single day. And I just changed dietary. I got really strict on just fruits, veggies, really changing my strategy there. And I did that over like 9 months. But this time of adding in like weights and working out, my body feels completely different. You know, when you lose weight, you're going to lose muscle too. So, you know, to be able to keep that base in there and get even stronger, I'm probably as strong as I've ever been in my life currently. I don't look as good as what I've looked before, but I'm 30 and I'm not 18. So, but we'll see what the next 60 days bring. You never know. So. We're really close to an hour, guys. So take this moment to drop in any more questions you have, and I'll get those answered. I don't mind spending more time. It's just try to keep it around an hour just for the sake of, you know, whatever. It's hard. There's nothing easy about working out, guys, and dieting. I'm an emotional eater, you know, so it's really weird. I'm grateful for how my body reacts, how I react to situations of high difficulty, because you could go two ways. You could really fucking plummet off a cliff or get highly motivated to be living your best life. And I feel really grateful to be on the better side of things right now. I'm sorry to hear you got sick, Locks. So I was a big beer drinker too, guys. Like I would regularly drink like 3-4 beers like a day, like not weird. So I've cut out beer completely. I've gone to liquor, and then the only 2 times I've drank wine has been when I've done live streams. Not that wine's bad for you. But yeah, I've like switched to just drinking whiskey and diet ginger. Shout out to W. Thanks for the text, man. I appreciate you giving me a shout out during this. Oh yeah, I forgot about your question. Oh my god, girl. Quitting your job. Quitting my job was like one of the most difficult things I had to do pre-bus life, just from a task perspective, because it's awkward as shit and it's just difficult. So I was done. I knew my job wasn't what I wanted to be doing for my life. Like I could have stayed there for the next at least whatever years it is at now and been perfectly fine. But it's like once you know it's not what you're supposed to be doing, if you've saved, if you haven't saved, if you've got a new opportunity, just let that shit go. It's just an awkward door to walk through, you know. I put in my 30 days notice with my work because I was a manager. You know, I managed the studio and I thought it would be helpful to them. I don't think they gave two fucks. They took me off of all duties. So, like for the last 2 weeks of me working at that job, I was literally editing the first video for Bus Life Possible's YouTube channel because I didn't have anything else going on. So put in your 2 weeks, be respectful, and then fuck everything else. Fuck it. Who cares? Whiskey, zero sugar diet ginger ale. It's called a highball. It's the drink of my choice. I'm going to give it another 60 or so seconds for questions to come in. Otherwise, we're going to wrap up this evening. So, ball is in your court. If you want to keep seeing my face, we can do that. If not, it is what it is. Got 11 people in here and only 10 likes. One of y'all better like right now. How dare you? How rude. How rude. Ashley, girl, if you want to float some of that extra pizza my way, feel free to. I've eaten things like that too. Like I've eaten pizza. I've eaten hot wings. I have eaten bad things for me over 60 days. But the key is moderation. Moderation. I'd eat a whole medium pizza for sure. And I'd fucking do work on a large pizza as well. I just don't do that. Like, just try to take the step back. And like, your body's going to have a reaction. Like, the first couple weeks, like, my stomach was doing shit that, like, I had not experienced before. And I just mean from, like, a growling and, like, it was just, you know, you've enforced these habits of like eating in a way where your body ends up having these reactions to it. So just try your best to make really good decisions and just be moderate those terrible decisions you make. There's a hair on my webcam. I'm trying to get it right now. Nope, can't get it. It is what it is. My sister has another question. I didn't see this, so I'll answer this here. I'll see if any other questions come in. Ashley, you are complicated, girl. You are complicated. Pineapple on pizza. I actually don't mind it, but it sounds complicated. My sister also asked Caitlin, direction are you going to move first? And currently, my plan right now is to go west and to do the whole West Coast. So from Southern California all the way through Washington State, that's my current plan of navigation. But like that shit could go out the door tomorrow. I just don't know. Like my life is an open book right now. But I'd love to have the ocean in my life currently. Another 60 days, I'm going to have like my beach bod going. So like, I feel like it's a good time for me to tackle the West Coast, see some shit. Gas prices are as low as they're going to go for the next several years right now. So if you're going to hop into California and do a drive through it currently in a truck that gets fucking 9 miles a gallon, it would be now. So that's where I'm thinking, but you don't know. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. That's my hometown. So I grew up in Baldwin, Manchester, outskirts county of St. Louis, mid-country. So I'm back home currently, switching gears. All right. Well, namaste. It's been wonderful. I really appreciate you guys joining. Cuyahoga Valley. It's really cool. I enjoyed it. This is the end of the live stream. We're going to be doing this every Thursday until I'm not doing it. I really love vibing with you guys once a week. So hopefully you guys are getting some value and some entertainment out of it. You know, it is what it is. Caitlin's texting me again. Jesus, Caitlin. Okay. Not important to this. But yeah, enjoy. Thanks. Appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you soon. Get logged to my Instagram, my Facebook, all of that jazz below.